I know gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
And so very quickly I got this system within my mind where I could understand this database that seems to be there. But circles, seminars, workshops, schools, you know, all these kind of things, they kind of give you this like a format. It's like a format that you work with, and it will be like a prompt for your mind to be able to go and get these answers very, very quickly, you know. So are you a man or a woman, and you know, that kind of stuff, how passing, age, relationship, that sort of stuff. And the whole time I'm thinking, but that wouldn't be my sister's story, you know. How many people will go and look for an 18-year-old girl that's passed in the way that she passed, and around the circumstances that she's got? This format wouldn't cover that. This format would be, well, I've got a young lady here, don't want to do a young lady. It's like, I'll take the nana in the background there, she looks lovely, she bakes cakes, she's very generic. And so the safety of the mind, which I fully understand and appreciate, would always get the shout out. And so so that's why I started to develop in the way that I did, and look for the story of the person rather than the format of the person. Now, along that way, I've obviously created many enemies along my way, because I'm very direct and I'm very open in the way that I discuss things, and I've caused lots of arguments. Some of you will have known the arguments that's been there, right up until today, where I now teach this on a very regular basis. I travel the world at the moment. I've got a wonderful team supporting me there. I'm not, you know, my life is not fulfilled or anywhere near where I want it to be just yet, but it is a work in progress, and I am there. And that's where I want to sort of fill you in with the guy that's talking on the other end of the camera, give you an understanding of what's going on, my reasoning behind it. I don't have any spiritual background. I don't have any family members that were into the spiritual stuff, or the upbringing, or I was introduced or in and out of churches, so I've got this very free mind. I'm trying to show you that even with a very colourful background, even when life was failing on every level, drugs and off the rails with the threat of prison and violence and you know, all these ingredients, and yet I turned it round, and here I am trying to give back in some way. You're showing these people out there that you are not chosen as such. It was a very conscious decision that I wanted to go forward and give a communication like I want to receive a communication. I want evidence. I want to see and understand that that person is there. I want to be able to give that to the person that had that feeling when I walked into the church, that there is a little bit of hope there, that they may come and speak to me today. And in that process, I've tried to develop it that way, not by making money or making it commercial. I've hired a room, I'm in a hotel, I've hired a room for nearly 2 days, where I'm going to talk into a camera, where I will make no money from this. It's going on YouTube, you can have it and understand it, understand me. I'm going to give you lessons and examples and demonstrations and mechanics and understandings of how these people work. And of course that's going to create a huge following, I hope, you know, if it goes in the right direction. But equally it's going to create a lot of hatred, unfortunately. I'm going to be discussing why the statement was given in the way that it was, or was it evidential enough, or was it spiritual enough? Is the balance there right? Are we presenting it correctly? Are we doing mediumship properly? Are we doing it for the right reasons, you know, commercially, you know, like filling days up with chargeable readings and phone lines and seminars and all this kind of stuff? Is this what the spirit world want? Is this where they want to take it? And it was my decision to make it my life and my living, not the spirit world's decision to do that. It was my free will, and so I could have carried on with my day job and had my security and my money there, and then did this kind of thing in the evening. So it's finding that ethical balance. It's finding everything to be in the right place. And this is why I'm doing this, because I've spent a lot of money, hard-earned money, on some very good stuff and on some truly awful stuff. And I just want to arm the student. I want to arm the recipient. I want to arm the teachers with these mechanics that I have found, with the understandings that I have found. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm not asking you to disagree with me. I'm asking you to listen, and just if there's anything, one bit that you can take away from it, then the video was worth its while. So there could be a lot more on my story, and it could go as colourful as you like, but you know, this isn't about Charlie physical world. You know, I get things wrong and I make mistakes, and you know, I am trying to live a life, but my mediumship it is my passion, it is my world, it is everything, and everything I have discovered there I want to give to you in that way. So for you to try it, for you to look, I want to dispel the fear. The spirit world is not a place of fear, it's not a place of negative, it is a place of intelligence, abundance, the love essence. All of these things that I do not hear mediums talking about. I do not see this in a demonstration. I do not see it in a classroom. I do not see it, and it's starting to annoy me. It's starting to annoy me a little bit. So that is what I'm going to do with these videos, and certainly have a section. There can be more if people want to comment and you want to know more about a particular part in my life, or what I did, or how I felt, or how I dealt with. By all means, put it in the comments, and I will answer it on the comment box, or I will do another video for you explaining the scenario with it. Because through this journey, through my story, there are many pitfalls, there are many joys, many highs, but there are many lows, and there are many myths that need breaking. And one of them that I will definitely be sharing is that it's not all about the practice. It's not all about doing day in, day out practice. You have to understand that if you are being told the wrong mechanic, and you practice that wrong mechanic for 5 years, and there's no progression in your mediumship, it's because the mechanic's wrong and you've been practicing it every day for 5 years. 2 weeks of the correct mechanic and the correct understanding, and the understanding of your mind, within 2 weeks you will note the marked improvement. And that's what I see everywhere I go. And so that is why I want to help you guys understand. It will cause upset, I appreciate that, but it upsets me when I see it being done not ethically correct, morally correct, or for money or whatever reason. So it's got to change somewhere along the line, and I hope you guys are the change as such. So I look forward to the upcoming videos.
I know gold is not enough.